We'll do a little clip, just waiting.
Edit this out.
20 hours later. No, just
How about...
How do you define your own personal profitability? What is up, Money Tribe? Mike Damazo here to welcome you to the How You Money series of interviews for you to explore others' financial journey. For this interview, we have Eric Rosenberg from Personal Profitability. Make sure to stay to the end to see who else he writes for. Click the like and let's send it. So we're joined here today with Eric from Personal Profitability, the podcast, website, just everything all over on social media and online. So welcome to How You Money series, where I interview people in the personal finance space. So the first question is, what made you start in your personal finance journey?
Sure. So I started my personal finance journey way back. Actually, I could blame my grandpa for getting me started being interested in personal finance. He was a college professor. He taught marketing. And when I was about 8 years old, he gave me a general ledger accounting notebook as a birthday present. And I don't know that I filled it out every month. I wasn't that into accounting at 8 years old. But the lesson about tracking my income and tracking my expenses stuck with me. And that has blossomed into a full career in finance. I have 2 finance degrees and try to help people with their money for a living.
Awesome. I love that original story and everything.
I go way back.
Yeah, no, I love it. So what is your number one money hack?
See, my number one money hack is probably something you're already doing if you're here watching this show. It's to just stop ignoring your money. It's really easy to look the other way, but no one ever said, oh, I just ignored my budget and my money fixed itself. That doesn't happen. That doesn't work. So what you need to do is focus. You need to take some time and create that budget. There's different ways to budget, so don't treat it like a 4-letter word. There's a budget system that works for you. Take the time to understand your 401k or your IRA and those investments. Just by investing a little bit of time, you're doing a lot better than most people, and you're putting yourself in a position to thrive.
Who are some of the influences and inspiration for you in this personal finance space?
Wow, that's a great one. There have been so many people going to FinCon every year. I've gotten to meet my personal finance media heroes. So a few people that I really look up to and inspire me are Pat Flynn from Smart Passive Income, Chris Ducker, who is actually here at this conference. I just saw him speak earlier about personal branding. There's just so many great creators out there. I'm a person who is really into the entrepreneurship side and side hustle side of personal finance. So anybody who talks about money and business is probably someone I like.
Nice. I love that they're over here too. They have their panels. Name one thing you choose to spend extravagantly on.
The one thing that I choose to spend extravagantly on, there's been a few things over the years. Probably the biggest that you could pick out was when I earned my pilot's license. That cost about $7,000. I was able to do it on a real bargain basis at a small airport near Portland where I lived at the time. But these days, I focus more on those little things that maybe it costs a few dollars extra and you get a really great experience. One of the upgrades I did recently in my life was actually my underwear. I went from a cheap brand to a fancy brand, and paying an extra $5 a pair, I totally get my value out of it.
It's just such a life changer when we get new underwear.
They're little things. You don't think a lot about your socks or your underwear, but you wear them every single day.
That's so true. So what, other than getting new underwear ever so often, what is the best advice you ever received?
Actually, one of the best pieces of advice I ever got in my life came from a boss I didn't really like early in my career, but the lesson that she told me has stuck with me, and that is to manage other people's perceptions of you. So whether it's at your workplace, maybe you're really active in your church or synagogue, whatever community you're in, everybody there has an impression of you. And you are really the leader of what people think of you. It's not up to other people, it's what you put out there, what you present of yourself. So think hard about the things that you want to talk about and you want to converse about with people, especially in your professional career, because while you might think it was fun to tell the story about going out drinking the other night, that's probably not an appropriate thing for work. And there's other situations you could come up with, don't tell the embarrassing story, don't talk about the political thing. So you can manage those perceptions people have of you throughout your day, throughout your week, and everything you do.
For my next question, what is your favorite piece of content you've created?
Sure, that one's an easier one. Yeah, so my favorite piece of content that I created myself is a mega blog post. It's 137 side hustle ideas. And I started it just to be a little post on some side hustle ideas, and the list kept growing and growing until I hit over 10,000 words. It is by far the most read article I've ever written. I actually had my sister-in-law, who's a graphic designer, help create a custom infographic for the post. So that went viral on Pinterest. It has really driven a lot of traffic and a lot of interest in what I do.
Nice. I kind of want to do a challenge of like really going one at a time. Maybe if you guys like this, and if there's a lot of likes, leave it in a comment. I'll definitely do that.
I thought about
137.
I thought about making 137 blog posts, one on each different side hustle.
Yeah.
But that's a big commitment, so I'm not there yet. But the big list I was into.
Awesome. Who are you interested in how you money?
If I were going to pick someone who I'd want to hear these questions from, it would probably be somebody in the public speaking world. I'm really into speaking. That's something I'm into next. So any successful speaker who's out there building an audience and able to grow their brand and grow what they're doing, that's what I'm interested in, and that's what I'm trying to learn about right now. So that's who I'd want to hear from next.
Awesome. And what are you up to?
Yeah, so these days, my main thing is writing about money. I write for a bunch of publications, companies like Business Insider, NerdWallet, the Mint.com blog, Credit Karma. So I have a great list of clients. I really enjoy working with them. But of course, my real love is my own website, Personal Profitability, where I have my blog, my podcast, and my YouTube channel, all about helping other people improve their money. So if you're a side hustler or an entrepreneur, Personal Profitability is all for you.
And my next question was, where can people find you?
Yeah, so the best place to find me, as I just mentioned, is Personal Profitability. Here's a little giveaway for you guys for sticking around to the end and watching this one. If you go to personalprofitability.com/bootcamp, I have a free 1-week series. You get an email every morning for a week with a link to a YouTube video helping you start on your path to personal profitability.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That was fun.
Thank you for watching. Gently tap that thumbs up. Comment what you thought of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Be legend. Wait for it. Dairy. And I'll see you in the next video.